Hey everybody, this is Tanner Knight from SolidBox with a quick video that'll come in handy the next time you have to restore your Windows using a system image. Now this is a good practice to get into if you're concerned about losing data or even just computer settings. We at SolidBox recommend creating a system image after any major software changes, such as directly after you've upgraded to a new version of SolidWorks, and it's a good idea to create a system image at that point just in case. So a system image is basically a snapshot of your system when the image was created that you can revert to if things go south. Windows has a great system image creator built in that helps you easily create a system image at any time. All you do is type in the word backup into the start menu and you'll see the option for backup and restore. Click on that option and in the upper left you'll see create a system image. In this option you'll select the hard drive where you want that image created. I have an external hard drive plugged into a USB port for the creation, so I'll select that one and click next. I'll select my D drive as well as my OS drive and then click next. Then just click Start Backup. Since I've already created the image, I'm just going to cancel it here, but you can expect the system image to take about 20 minutes to an hour depending on how many files and programs are on your system. So I'll navigate to the system image I created earlier to show you what it looks like. You don't need to do anything with these files in this system image folder, but just know that that's where they are and Windows is going to be looking for these specific files and folders. Now before I start, I'm going to want to do two things. Number one, pop in the Windows installation DVD that comes with your system. And two, check to see if that external hard drive with your system image is plugged into a USB 2.0 port. If it's plugged into a USB 3.0 or super speed port, it's not going to read that drive, so this is really important. Make sure your external hard drive is plugged into a 2.0 port before proceeding. So now we'll just restart the computer, and as soon as you see that Dell logo pop up, you're going to want to continuously tap the F12 key. You're going to have to be pretty quick on the draw here because sometimes that screen doesn't stay up for long. Once you get into that one-time boot menu after hitting F12, you're going to need to use the arrow keys on your keyboard to move down to the CD/DVD drive and then hit enter. When asked to press any key to load from the disk, hit any key. Now you can expect the Windows files to take a few minutes to load, so I'll fast forward for your sake. Now that the Windows startup is loaded, go ahead and select your language and then click Next on the next screen. Now on this screen, you'd select Install Now if you were going to reinstall Windows from scratch, but we don't want to do that. So go ahead and cruise down to the bottom left where you see Repair Your Computer. Here our top option says Use recovery tools that can help fix problems starting Windows and select an OS. Well, we're not trying to fix any problems, but rather restore the computer, so we'll go ahead and leave that option selected and click Next. So now with the external hard drive plugged into a USB 2.0 port, our system image was recognized automatically. You can use this option, select a system image, and navigate to it if you have multiple images on that drive, but this is the one I want, so I'm going to click Next. Now we have some other options here. Format and repartition disks is selected and grayed out, so we really can't change that. And it says to select this to delete any existing partitions and reformat all disks on the computer. So this is what we want. There's also the option to exclude any disks, but the only thing that comes up on this system is the external hard drive that I have plugged in, so I'm just going to leave this as is. There's also the option to only restore system drives. This is in case you decided not to include any data drives in the system image you created earlier and you just want to restore the OS drive, but we're going to leave this deselected and move on. Now we come to the potential minefield of the system image restore. Certain systems are going to require a controller driver in order to talk to the hard drives, as the system image restore process is going to break that association. So in certain instances, you're going to have to install drivers before you can get the system image to take. Now again, this isn't the case in every single instance, so you might as well try to proceed without installing the drivers, but in my specific case, I do require drivers to be installed, so I will show you that process. So click Install Drivers and navigate to the controller driver. And if you're not sure exactly what it is or where to get it, just give us a call and we'll track it down for you and point you in the right direction. Generally, it's going to be found on the support.dell.com page under Downloads once you punch in your service tag. But I know that this is the driver that we need, so I'm going to select it and open it. So I'm going to select the first one of these and add those drivers. On the next screen, we have some information about the restored image. Just go ahead and leave it all as is and select Finish. We get one last yes/no message saying all disks to be restored will be formatted and replaced. Are you sure you want to continue? Yes, I do. And that'll begin restoring the image. Again, this is going to take a little bit of time, so I'm going to fast forward it to save you from watching it. And there you see, restore completed successfully. So I'm going to go ahead and select Restart the computer and it's going to reboot. Once it does, that image is restored and you're done. So that's the whole process for creating and restoring a system image on a Windows 7 computer. Again, we recommend getting in the habit of creating system images because it's a huge headache to have to restore an image that was created 2 years ago, especially after you've added a ton of programs and files. So thanks for watching this video. If you do have any questions, please feel free to contact us at support@mysolidbox.com or give us a call at 1-877-697-9269. Thanks, and we'll see you next time.